Hey, when we talk about tightening our tummy, a lot of times when we do that, uh, we actually take away our ability to breathe. But another aspect of that cue, drawing your belly button up and in, we think we're doing something when in fact we're doing something else. So we're going to kind of go over that tighten or draw your belly button up and in and actually see if you are doing what you think you are. Okay, so I want everybody to lie on their back. And the best thing is to have your feet bent. And then I want you to put one hand on your belly button or even stick a finger in it. And then one hand on the bottom of your rib cage. Now what I want you to do is think about tightening your tummy or drawing that belly button in or tightening your abs or whatever version of you tightening your abs that you do, and do it. Okay, now I want you to notice what actually moved. Some people will use their neck, some people will squeeze the crap out of their bum, some people will tighten just the top part of your tummy, and literally your belly button doesn't move. Okay, so I want you to think about drawing in your tummy. And then notice, did you draw in your pelvic floor? Did you tighten your bum? Did you tighten your legs? Did you tighten anything that has to do with your shoulders or your neck? And just really take note of what part you actually tightened. Okay, now that is usually highly eye-opening when, especially if you're doing the tighten the tummy during any sort of exercise, and then you come to that realization that you're not actually tightening your tummy. Okay, so now the next thing I want you to do is you're going to put your hands in the bottom of your ribs, and I want you to think about this part becoming puffy. Okay, so for lack of a better word, you're trying to like puff it out. Okay, so can you puff it out with effort? Okay, and then the next thing is, can you keep that puffed out and draw your belly button in? Okay, now things that you can do to actually use your belly button or use your tummy is you can pull on your belly button and check to see if you can actually resist that pull by drawing in. Okay, now can you lift your belly button? And when you draw in, does it move that belly button? You can pull it in any which direction and just notice if you can create resistance against it. Okay, and then notice, once you've kind of done that, notice what your upper abs have done. Okay, so now what a lot of people do when they're tightening their tummy, what they're actually doing is bracing their two upper abs, which takes away from breath, which takes away from diaphragm, which takes away from your core as a whole, but it isn't actually doing what you think you're doing. So what I want you to do, and initially this is like you're in a dark room and you're looking for the light switch. Once you kind of find that light switch, it seems easy. But at first, you're literally wandering around in a dark room. So the whole idea here is you want to keep this puffed so that you don't create that over gripping here, which will help with all the stress and stuff that you might create in your upper body. And then I want you to think of moving your belly button up, okay, without losing that puff. And the best way to know if you're puffing is to put your hands there. So I call this the draw and puff. So you're going to puff, and then you're drawing your belly button in a direction. And again, like, give it some resistance or give it palpation, like feel and see what's actually happening. You don't want to use any of the extra parts around here. So less is more. And then you can also play with it in different positions. So you could do it sitting, standing. What's the difference? It's another one of those awarenesses that will change your life.